Good evening and welcome to the Business Day. I'm Dwayne Anderson. The government is moving to address a shortage of cement in the local market. Carib Cement this week indicated that weeks of heavy rainfall have disrupted operations and impacted supply. Now, while the company works to restore production as an immediate measure, a shipment originally headed to the Bahamas has been redirected to Jamaica and is expected to arrive this Saturday. An additional 28,000 tons of cement is also expected to arrive in early May. In the meantime, the government has approved extra imports to help meet the demand, especially in Western Jamaica, where construction is ongoing. Rising tensions in the Middle East are already sending shockwaves through the global economy, and the World Bank says it is now preparing for what could come next. The president of the World Bank Group, Ajay Banga, says uncertainty remains high, with economic fallout already spreading across the region. In response, the bank has activated a phased crisis plan, starting with immediate cash support, allowing countries to access pre-arranged financing quickly.
Countries can now draw on pre-arranged instruments, contingent financing, existing project balances, and they can move quickly forward without new approvals. Second, we can reprioritize what we already have in the pipeline. We can reorient parts of our portfolio and the pipeline to support crisis response while staying anchored in medium-term development priorities. Third, we could go further and scale up from our balance sheet. We have the headroom to increase financing through new financing, through guarantees, through private sector support, if needed, the use of crisis buffers and front-loading.
Governments are also being urged to redirect existing projects towards crisis response while also still protecting long-term development goals. Now, if conditions worsen, the bank says it can scale up support rapidly, making between $20 and $25 billion available.
In a contained scenario, this could expand to 50 to 60 billion over the coming 6 months. And if the conflict resumes and the economic fallout persists, then that could scale to 80 to 100 billion over 15 months and more when you kind of combine that with their ongoing financing. Just to give it in context, during COVID, the bank put 70 billion to work. So you can see we are trying to create a set of data, information, facts, and figures, and a toolkit to be able to respond at scale if needed, but in a phased manner. One thing that would be important through all this, for all our people and those of you who are affected, is to do no harm to your fiscal situation long term, while managing to make sure that those most affected in your countries, in your societies, get the help they deserve.
Back locally now, Jamaica's credit union sector continued to grow in 2025, but new data from the Bank of Jamaica shows signs of slowing momentum and rising financial pressure. According to the central bank's latest annual report, total assets in the sector climbed to over $215 billion, driven largely by loans. But loan growth slowed compared to the previous year, even as demand is expected to increase in the wake of Hurricane Melissa. But at the same time, loan quality deteriorated, with loan-performing loans sharply to $4.5 billion, pushing up risks across the sector. Profitability also took a hit. The Bank of Jamaica says reforms are coming to help deal with the challenges in the sector. To some stocks news now, the JSE index declined by 891 points, while the junior market index declined by 23 points. The stocks advancing include JFP, Mailpac Group, Epley Caribbean, that's Epley Caribbean's Property Fund, Pulse Investments, and Sagicor Select Fund Financial. Meanwhile, the losers were led by 138 Student Living, Sagicor Real Estate X Fund, Edufocal, First Rock, MPC Caribbean Clean Energy. Let's go to some news from the foreign exchange trading now. As a result, the Bank of Jamaica pumped some money into the local economy today. And as a result, the Jamaican dollar gained against all major currencies. At the end of trading, banks and cambios were selling the US dollar for an average $157.89. The Canadian dollar is being sold for $115.70. The pound is going for $213. $185.39, while the euro is going for $185.46. Just to tell you before we go what the Bank of Jamaica did in terms of the money it pumped into the local economy today. Okay, so here it is. The Bank of Jamaica pumped $40 million into the local foreign exchange market today. And that's the business news. I'm Dwayne Anderson. News from overseas when we return.